I'm Dave Brandt from Fairfield County. That's southeast of Columbus, about 17 miles. We farm 1,100 acres of no-till corn, soybeans, wheat, and cover crop. We also have 12 acres of produce. The cover crops I enjoy the most, work with the most, is precisionally planting peas and radishes in alternating rows 15 inches apart. The reason for that, it's a low cost to get the seeds established, but it produces enough nutrients, or stores enough nutrients and produces enough nitrogen that we do not have to buy commercial fertilizer to make our corn crops produce from 170 to 200 bushel. In front of us here we have radishes planted, and our radishes, we like them real well because our radishes tend to grow well and they tend to lift the soil. If you can see what we're doing here, and as they lift the soil, this radish was in about 8 inches deep. I did break the taproot off, and this root goes another 24 inches deep in the soil. We are able to capture this nutrients. In the spring it rots off. Probably the only disadvantage to having peas and radishes in your rotation is that when it thaws in the spring and February, it emits a gas, which is a sulfur gas that smells like a natural gas leak. So you must notify your local fire departments that you're planting them, so they're not calling you up at 3 o'clock in the morning wanting to know where the gas line is in your farm. I think if you want to try this, you need to do it on a reasonably small scale, unless you're really gutsy. Then plant the whole farm to it, because if you do, you'll pay more attention to it. If you only plant 5% of your farm acre base, you really won't give a dang. You know? So plant enough that you'll take some time to spend with it, and every time you go look at it, take this with you. We plant the radish seed, if you got that, seed, one seed, every 4.5 inches. But what I'm trying to tell you, we precisionally plant them. At home we use 3/4 pound, which is $2.74 cost for radishes. We use 14 pounds of winter peas, which cost me $12.30. I have $14.72 an acre in my cover crop. My cover crop, and you'll see a slide, but I'll tell you right now, my cover crop is producing 240 pounds of nitrogen, storing 35 pounds of phosphorus, and storing 150 pounds of potash, with some trace other elements, which you'll see this afternoon. We do not need to use fertilizer. Our radishes get 4 to 5 inches in diameter. They're 20 inches deep in the soil. That's the tuber. When we dig past the tuber, we still have 3 more foot of taproot. That's what it's about, guys.
We can't do that.
Our tillage radishes are doing the thing that you could do with a plow and a disc and all that stuff, and not using any fuel.